You can't go to court looking like Sideshow Bob, bro. You gotta at least button up a little bit, bro.
No, I ain't button. This is what I look like. This is what my money look like. Hello, everyone. You know me. This is Rod Uncensored. I got a special guest on, Chaavi Simmons on. I know you have a fight coming up. Let the people know about the fight you have coming up.
So we have a fight coming up soon between myself and Zay Cuts. Date to TBA to be determined, and everybody should show up. Be rooting, and it's gonna be a good time. And the Lord, we're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna duke this thing right on out.
Is it a personal beef, or y'all just fighting just to be fighting?
It's a music beef,
Oh, it's music beef.
Yeah, music beef.
So how did the music beef start?
To be honest with you, I didn't start it. I didn't start it. I'm not a mess starter. You know what I'm saying? So I'm showing up though. I'm showing up.
So it's some music beef. So y'all gonna take it to the ring, and whatever happens.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it right there. It ain't gonna be no.
It's gonna be able to shake after it, or
yeah, we're gonna shake. I'm shaking. I'm a team sport.
Okay.
Clear. So hey, I'm shaking. If she don't shake that's on her. But as far as me and my house, I'm gonna do it.
Okay. So it's just a little rap beef. Why they gotta go to the ring? Why can't it just stay on records?
No, it's really, you know what I'm saying, not just that, but it's standing for a good cause. It's fists up, guns down, gloves up, guns down. You know what I mean? And that's what we should take it back to 1994, 95 when people
95
and shot.
Yeah, it's all about chopsticks now. They ain't fighting.
Yeah, they want to do that. You know what I'm saying? You can't fight. You can't get in a fight no more.
Okay, so so it's gonna be headgear, I hope, right?
It's gonna be headgear, possibly body gear and stuff, I guess.
Okay. So nobody really gonna get bloodied up for real.
I mean, I still get hurt. I mean, you can put a pillow in front of you on your ribs, but if somebody got enough wind behind them, you can still get them cracked. You know what I'm saying?
So have you been training for this fight, or you just little Tabo videos and call it a day?
Watch TV, man.
Okay, so yeah, it's not that serious where people jumping ropes and eating egg yolks and.
I first off, a fight starts in your mind before it's even, you know what I'm saying? It's different type of fighters. So it's in your mind first. Okay. Really how you feel about yourself. That's why they trained Muhammad Ali. So to be, he was already great, but he had to train his mind. The fight is in your mind. Even Clarissa Shields, it's in your mind. You have to look and study them. What people say to you. Matter of fact, let's go back. What you say to yourself, that's the fight. How you treat yourself, how you treat your creator, how you respond, whoever you believe in, whatever faith you have.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Allah, same God. You know what I'm saying? Whatever faith you have, Namaste, Buddha, whatever. One of the gods. You know what I mean? So it's really a training in your mind, how you talk. It's how you talk, but silence is golden.
Okay, that's how you gonna, you taking it as. I appreciate that. So
Yeah.
let's get into you said the days to be determined. You don't got a set time.
No,
nothing. Time. Okay.
But so I hope that it's soon.
So you don't want to wait too long. Right? You just want to get it over with. I could respect it.
No, I ain't said I ain't just rushing to get it over with, but you know what I'm saying. It has to be done, Don't sign up for something if you ain't gonna complete the task. Don't say you're gonna do it and not do it,
You know what I mean? So I appreciate that, man. So let's talk about I read your bio. You say you've been, you moved to Minnesota at a young age. So how did you get into music?
Well, music is in my blood. On my father's side, that was one of they created one of the first gospel groups, the Southern Airs.
Mm.
And so gospel is in my group, and music is in my blood. I gotta correct that name, but I had to correct the name that I gave you. But it's a gospel group that started, and then my mom used to sing too. When she was younger as a child, and then who else? My cousins sing. It's just music is there, but I'm the only. My mom doesn't sing anymore, but out of all my siblings, I'm the person that got the gift of painting music and art through words.
You know, I tried to put my gospel album out. You know what I mean? It just didn't work out.
Yeah,
It just didn't work out. You know what I mean? My vocals cracked on me. It was an injury that messed my voice up, but that's another story.
okay.
Um, but so you know what I mean. So when was your first time you knew you had that skill of singing and rapping and making art like that? Early on, like 7 or 6 or
Well, I started singing at 12.
12? Okay.
I started rapping at 16, and then I I started rapping when I was a teenager. I started writing songs. I started asking God to teach me how to write songs, how to structure them.
Mm.
From there, I've been doing that from. So that's probably and asked God about. Probably I was it was a little early on in adolescence, and
Mm.
then um, from there I got I established. I went to a music school. I went to music school for music engineering and computer science, and they was teaching us about the music business in class. And I learned how to register my EIN number, how to get uh, you create a company, um, got books on business, music business for dummies books.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I went to acting and modeling school, modeling school. So I have that as a background. So I've been working in arts for the arts and fashion and stuff for a while.
So what are the pros and cons of running your own label?
The con of running my own label,
Yeah, what's the pros and cons of
uh,
running it?
right? Well, I don't want to call it a con, but I wouldn't say it's a con, but the you're the face of the company, so
Hmm.
you have to keep a level head. You can't be flying off at the mouth. Think before you speak. Listen more than you talk. Action. You lead by action. You don't say I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Do it today. Tomorrow is not promised. So
Hmm.
you have to make actions. You have to always consider. This is what I consider. I'm just suggesting imposing, not overexerting my authority and imposing it on other people. How you treat society. How you going if your art can hurt some people, what you create, it can hurt a group of people. It can destroy society. You have to know that if you are really going to do this, if you call to do this, not just somebody that's a fly by night, one hit wonder type of do this, you know that your art can impact a generation and generations after that, after you're gone. So you have that responsibility as a human being and a socialist standpoint. The impact that you leave on society is how you will be viewed. Period.
Mm. And I was reading your bio. You were saying people say you sound like MC Light.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I did.
So
Yeah.
so is it like a lot of your music, like a lot of uplifting? Because MC Light was a great uplifter, a woman, you know, the uplifter. So that was how your music sound.
I
That's
think
why they got it.
I don't know. I mean, I started hearing that. That's been over. Somebody just told me that the other day. It was less than a week ago. Matter of
Mm.
fact, it's been about 2 weeks since they told me that. But I started hearing that about over. I left Georgia 12 years ago. I've started hearing
Mm.
it 12 years ago. I don't think it's just the I am an uplifting artist as well, but it's many different textures of me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Different textures and layers of me. I'm like an onion.
Okay. Like an onion. That's crazy. But yeah, you know me. MC Light was nice though. MC Light was a nice MC. So I'm glad you took it as, you know what I mean, not as disrespect. You know how some people get, I don't sound like nobody. You know how some artists are, you know what I mean, get offended by that.
Bro, not to cut you off, Rod, uncensored.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I feel disrespected by being compared to a legend?
You know, some people do. You know what I mean? I'm just saying some people would try to take it as like a biting. You know how people are.
No, I'm a person, not an individual. And then at the same time, that's a pioneer. You
Mm-hmm.
talking about 1987, 1988, when hip hop started.
Mm-hmm.
When Rakim, KRS-One, um, what's his name? The dude with the clock.
Are you talking about Public Enemy?
Public Enemy. Come on now. Fight the powers that be. You talking about people like that.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about somebody that helped start who created culture. LL Cool J, the Beastie Boys. You talking about people like that. Why would I be offended? And that, excuse my bragado, as my dad would say, or the velocity of my tone. But why would I be? I should be more so afraid, for one,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because that's a big comparison. And
I'm glad
then,
you took it like that.
and then you should be humble at the same time. But is it great to be notarized in that way? Of course it is. But I'm not gonna be like, oh, they said I'm like MC Light, or I'm like Beyonce when I
What's
say,
up, Miss Londa?
hey, Miss Londa, hey. So I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Or I sound like this person, or I sound like that person. No, that's a great comparison, but you should be afraid to be compared to anybody that's great, because that at any time don't make them turn into the lion that they is. Because MC Lights can and will freestyle you under the table.
Yeah, she was a bad, you know me, a bad girl in her day. Her and Queen Latifah. So
And
they set some stones for her.
still is. She ain't nothing to play with when she had them shows. When she had them shows and when she started freestyling, bro, you be like, oh my goodness, how she do? Hold on, Mama. Who is it? Sorry about that, y'all.
You all right? You all
Just walked
right?
in the house while I was talking. So anyway, yeah, man, that what I was gonna say, yeah, I'm humbled. I'm scared, but I'm humbled.
Yeah, I understand that. That's a good spot to be. So how long has your label been? How long you had this label for? How many years you been running your own label?
17 years. 17,
17 years.
17 or 15 years.
Okay. So have you been doing any touring in the 17 years? You did a lot of touring.
I started out in Georgia as
Okay.
a gospel artist, so I've been various places. But this year is the turn up year for me. It's the year of the awakening for me. Um, Stepping into the positioning and placement of who I actually am, realizing that some people do this for fun and some people are called to do this. That's why you see, even in female hip hop, the trajectory of their careers, they fade out. And yes, they may have other facets and other talents that they may partake in and even ascertain, but that's not me.
But you know what I mean. It is some, you know what I mean, not to be crazy, but it's the what people want to hear. You know what I mean. I don't blame the artists. They, you know what I mean, they object themselves because that's what people want to hear. You know what I mean? People, young girls want to hear the Cardi B's and stuff like that. I don't get offended by that if that's what is moving right now.
Oh, I'm not. Hey, Cardi B, she good with
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Her and Meg The Stallion good with me. They good. They good with me. But am I? I'm gonna just. I'm not. Only person I need to fear is Allah, for real.
Yeah, yeah, that's solid.
What I'm gonna say is this: am I tired of uh solicitation? I am. It's certain types of solicitations I don't like. And what happened to being chast? What's wrong? What's wrong with who's telling these kids that it's okay to be a virgin? I'm like Charleston White when I'm speaking. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have your good and evil. Because how can good exist without evil?
It can't. It's been like that since the beginning of time. You can't. You gotta have both.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a saint, but I'll slap you. You feel you? I'm just saying, and that's what I'm saying is that I'm not saying I'm trying to come off aggressive, but what I'm saying is that good and evil is always going to exist. You have to have a perfect balance.
And they do got a perfect balance. I love the girl Rhapsody. She's dope. She
Okay,
don't
for sure.
Rhapsody don't show no belly or nothing, no BBL. So it is, you just gotta look for it.
Yeah, you gotta look for it. But why can't it be mainstream?
They don't want to hear the super lyrical stuff. They don't want that no more.
You could be okay. That's why I got something for them.
That's what the market say. I don't create the market. I don't create the market.
Because even though you got the sauce, you're gonna need the pepper. It's period. Yeah. Who wants some nasty chicken without the seasoning on it?
Some people like some people like the hot pocket. You don't need no sauce for a hot pocket.
Yeah, I want a real calzone. I don't want no hot pocket.
That's what. So would you sign somebody that's on that time? Have somebody like that on your label?
That's a good question, and I'm not gonna answer too abruptly. But I haven't even thought about it. I haven't even thought about signing anybody. I thought about signing myself. That's the first person that I signed on my vision board when I was back in the day. When I was in college, I wrote out $1 million check, and I put Zoom Music Records on it. That's the first thing on my vision board. Then I put it on the next thing I put on my vision board. I think the house $350,000 had an elevator in it. I think it was in Georgia.
Oh, yo, who's this? Yo,
what's up, Zay? It's popping. So,
what's up with you?
Other than that, that's about it. Yeah, and then what? That's about it. That's about it. I ain't signing no artist unless it really has to hit my spirit and it really has to hit my heart first for me to even think about that.
So what had to hit your heart, like this the style, or what would had to be for you to get in that position, in that kind of thoughts?
I'm going first.
Okay.
Then it was something that Trey Songz came from Songbook and Red Zone, right? Mm-hmm. This was when MySpace was around, right?
Yeah, I remember MySpace.
Right. I was talking to him. I was like, man, I'm an artist, blase, blase. And not as prepared as I am now. I need to even sharpen my tool even more. Diamonds get brighter and brighter. Hold on, excuse me. Yes, my mom is asleep. I'm doing the radio interview right now. All right, y'all can see that we popular over here.
Okay, yeah, you all right.
My bad, bro. My bad, everybody. But no, when the MySpace was around, I was talking to him. I was like, I'm an artist, and like I was saying, diamonds get brighter and brighter. 1.56 carats is a Kai-Henor diamond, the most expensive diamond in the world. So it can get brighter. You have to keep sharpening yourself, right? So I was saying to him, I was like, sign me or whatever. He said, if God put on my heart that I should sign you, I will. I have not heard from him. I said something to Diedrich Haddon as well in that same tone. I have not heard from him. MySpace does not exist anymore. You know why I feel like that didn't happen? Because if that would have happened at that current time, it could have killed me. I had chances to be on a Disney Channel. If I would have got on a Disney Channel at that time, look at them now. Could have killed me. So it's a time and a place for everything. It's seasons for everything. So that's why that didn't happen. But to follow with your question, that's just what I think, bro.
So do you have a team with your record label, or you do everything by yourself?
On my side, I'm doing everything by myself. I have a brother of mine named Pac-Man, who has Black Sheep Studios, and he and I manage a record label. He would do more of the signing.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I am Smokey Robinson. I write music.
So do you write music for people? That's my next question.
Yes.
Okay. I know a lot of people not interested in writing for people because they want to keep it for themselves, you know. So you write mainly, you mean you write like rap songs, R&B songs. It doesn't matter for you.
I
You just
write
write
everything.
everything.
I write everything from bluegrass, country, jazz, pop, rock, blues, reggaeton. I sing in different. I sing in another language. I'll write that. I'll write a song in Spanish. I'll write a song in Nigerian, Yoruba, Igbo. I do everything.
Okay, that's
Uh,
dope.
what's this new form of music? What's his name? I'm looking at him in my mind. Afro beats, reggae, neo soul, pop, lo-fi.
So how did you get them other styles in your repertoire?
I grew up listening. My mother kept all types of music in our house, and I dug a little further. I want instead of getting me uh uh even in my diet, instead of feeding me meat, she fed me vegetables, and I was content. Fruits and vegetables.
Mm,
I don't really mess with a lot of meat, and so uh with a radio, give me a record player, and that's what I start. Run around it back. And when they had the old thing that you used to pull down as a toy, you can see that I'm a little bit more mature. I'm not gonna say aged, but they had a toy where you could pull it down and say, "Oh, McDonald had it for." We take it and turn it upside down and spin it backwards and like on a DJ thing,
oh,
like
you trying to be on some Jam Master J, Kid Capri?
on some DJ Kid stuff. Oh, McDonald. You know what I'm saying? Before we had the program that studies oil in the ground, auto tune, which they turned into auto tune, which is a program that they use to study oil in the ground. He
Hmm.
turned it into auto tune so that we can have that vocal effect. You know what I'm saying? And then first was Zapp and Roger, Computer
Yeah,
Love
yeah, I remember that.
with the talk box. But then came the man with the program to study the oil in the ground and form and where it mitigates from, right? And then they created auto tune, and T Pain killed it with auto tune.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? I was speaking in the fan when kids used to talk in the fan, when kids used to go outside and play and be safe to play, talk in the fan, and you get that auto tune effect. You feel what
Mm.
I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's where I'm at with it.
So what? So I see you. I saw one of your videos. You just vibing in the studio. How long do you normally take? You be in the studio. You be in your studio every day, just trying to feel the vibe, or
No, I don't go to the studio every day. It has
okay.
to really be in my spirit to go to the studio. Most of the time, I'm practicing, listening to other different forms of music. I'm in prayer and meditation. I turn
Mm.
off the sound. I sit in quiet. I sit in the dark, not in dark without light, but not all the lights on in the house. I listen to everything from Tim Tim McGraw, Faith Hill to Ronald Isley to Marvin Gaye to Etta James to Dionne Warwick to Whitney Houston to Johnny Taylor to ZZ Hill, ZZ Top, uh, everybody,
Mm. And,
everybody.
and and you get inspired by doing all this. You know, what I mean, all them practices right there. You get inspired
And that's
to get
why
in the mood.
I can boldly say I am the Smokey. I am the female Smokey. I'm
Mm.
the
That's
female
that's
Smokey.
crazy. That's a crazy. That's a
Quincy
big. That's
Jones,
a
Quincy
two
Jones,
over 200 hits, and he's still touring.
he
That's
got
that's that's.
1,000 songs
Whew,
and counting. That's
that's
3,000 songs. I'm talking about. I listen to John Legend, Alicia Keys, Keisha Cole, Tiana Taylor. Uh, just to bring it up to date, Sexy Red. I heard her. I like the song that she got with Drake. I like it. I like. I like the cleaner version, but I still like it. I listen to the cuss words too, because sometimes I'm gonna add this to it. Um, you have this generation. If you're not cussing, they're not listening.
yeah. That's facts. I feel like you got to talk to them in their language.
Yeah. So if you want to stay relevant, you got to see it's the youth. Because even in the text it says that from out of mouth of babes, you know what I'm saying? Out of mouth of babes it shall be established. Period. So if that's what they talk about is shoot 'em up, bang bang, just make some that makes sense like Pac did. You wonder why they call you bitch. Yeah, I bet you. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, saying okay, this is why they call you that.
Yeah, man. That was a dope song by Yo Yo and Ice Cube. You know what I mean? Bitch. You know what I mean? That was a dope song.
Yeah.
Um, You know what I mean? I like that kind of context to
Yeah,
music.
yeah.
But I'm the type of person with personally I don't listen to I listen to some new stuff, but I like a lot of R&B myself personally because my dad's 70 something years old, so I grew up on that. You know
Mine's
what I
is.
mean? So I grew up on that. I grew up on my first album was my dad gave me, you know, because he didn't like all that cursing and shit, you know what I mean? So my first album was Tougher Than Leather by Run DMC. You know what I mean? So I didn't get a chance to ingest all that stuff, you know, back in the day. But I did when I used to go to my sister. I was listening to Jay-Z. So you know, what I mean, I feel like we should limit the kids in certain aspects, but it's hard to nowadays because the technology.
Yeah, but another person too, that I would highlight, like with the music, man. Like I can't. Willie Hutch, man. Willie
Oh
Hutch.
yeah, I choose you. You talking about
Huh?
you talking about choose you?
I
They got a
the
yeah
sample that they use on Pimp C and
yeah UGK
yeah, they
yeah
sampled that there. And even Lovers and Friends is a remake from Lil Jon and Lil Jon, Usher featuring Lil Jon. That's a remake. The original
mm,
song is still, they just tell you some of the words and they just bust it out again. You
mm,
can't have, you cannot go, you have to go back and go forward. You know what I'm saying? To bag a car back, to get out of a parking space, you got to
mm-hmm,
come out. To go
mm-hmm,
forward, you got to put it in drive.
mm-hmm.
And that's
It's,
what we do with it.
and they definitely use the same beat that James Brown 10,000 times. So
Yeah.
so
It's
James Brown will stay making a cleaning.
Jay-Z even did a sample, dust, that, dirt off your shoulders, you got to, that was a sample.
Yeah, everybody use samples. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So do you I know you said I got something in your thing in your bio. You said you produce. So do you get on the drum machine and get
I'm a,
busy?
I'm sorry, what you say, brother? I'm my bad.
I said for producing, do you get on the machines and make your own beats too, or you more like a engineer, clean it up your own, or like what? How do you produce necessarily?
I'm a producer of the record.
Oh, okay.
The producer of the record is like how Smokey would write the song,
Yeah.
tell you how to sing it, and arrange it. So I'm a music arranger, producer of the record, not a
Mm,
beat production person. I will make it there. I will make it there. I plan to go there. That's a plan. But as far as me having, I want to, you want, they want they little 25 and I want the rest in my 80.
mm. So is that a messy game to get her in contracts? If you know what I mean, in contracts, when you write a song to get that in writing, is that hard to do? You know what I mean, for the person that don't know the process of handing over a song you wrote. What is the process of that?
You keep a paper trail. As my apostle would say, keep a paper trail. You always want documentation
Mm,
because you may have to litigate.
mm,
You see what I'm saying? Now, if I give you something for free, like I got free freestyles on my Facebook page, but that ain't gonna be the original text. So if you run off and steal it, you still ain't me. That's like
mm,
what they stole from Walt Disney. They stole his images, but they ain't Walt Disney. Look at Walt Disney today.
mm. So you know what I mean. So you don't have you ever thought about somebody really take your freestyle and try to make a song out of it? You think people you know
They,
anybody that did that?
they would be stupid to do that.
Mm. You know how people try to flip the word, couple words out and just.
Do it. Do it.
Mm,
That's just gonna make me beat you with my words.
mm,
That's gonna make me stomp you. I'm gonna be on your head and your neck, your brain. I'm a musician. I'm an entertainer, like Bobby Brown and MC Hammer. I'm not this cotton candy rapper. I'm not this cotton candy singer. I sang. There's a difference. There's a difference in that. I know I talk big, but I have confidence and not confidence.
break that down. Like, what does that mean?
Confidence means that God is supreme. God has rule. He's reigning. It's over 2,000 years. First, he appeared in Genesis. He appeared. He didn't come from a big bang. He appeared. And God said, let there be light. And God saw the light and that it was good. That's how you rule. I'm a militia. I'm not an army. Totally different. It's a totally different thing. That's why my label is called Zoo Music. It's a collective of sounds. Do you know that I knew the engineer that recorded Michael Jackson, Boyz II Men, TLC, all of them people. He was my friend. I was supposed to be his right hand engineer. He passed away. His name is Alvin Spice. He died. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not that. I'm not that. A militia will come in, chop off arms, legs, eyes, split stomachs, pregnant women. That's how I am with this music. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not the. I am not that. I'm not that. Now, if you want to make it the the Confederates against the non-Confederates, that's on you. If you want to make it about politics, and we can take it to a political thing about if you want to be the Democratic Party person versus the Republican Party, I'm not that. I'm a theocrat. Period. I'm in the middle. And that's what balance is. First I'm natural, then I'm spiritual. Don't ever get it twisted though. Don't ever get that twisted. A lot of people think that spiritual people are weak. You see what I'm saying? That this music is I want to have an impact for at least 500 generations. At least 5. Why not?
So did your parents give you this much confidence, and God gave you all this confidence? Like,
God gave me confidence first. I had a lot of people come in my life to abuse me, to take my confidence away. It took me years to start singing again, another year to start rapping again, another year to get my personality back. You see what I'm saying? To fall in love with me again. So why shouldn't I talk this way? Why shouldn't I walk with my head held high? I'm not a slave. I'm the slave that's in master's house that's getting everybody out. I'm Nat Turner. You can turn me into Indigo at the end of the day, but I'm Nat Turner. I'm Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. Yeah, I won't fight you, but I'll fight you. And my parents, as far as my parents, I have many mothers and many fathers. I only have one father though, if you got what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that my mentors, they talk like this, they preach like this. And that's why they have such strong people walking around. I don't know if y'all don't know who Sonny Badu is. Even Donnie McClurkin is sang in my daddy's church. We talking about Donnie McClurkin, Judy Jacobs. I wasn't raised just in American pastoralship. I was raised by Nigerians. I'm a Nigerian, Liberian American, Native American. I'm not nothing to play with. When it comes to my words, I'm using my word. I'm hidden. If I listen to Les Brown, and Nightingale, I listen to Eric Thomas, the hip hop preacher. They talk like this. They make $60,000 an hour or more, $150,000 a day. I'm not talking like a coward, because Paul told Timothy in Timothy, or in Ephesians, or in Corinthians, be not afraid, be bold and courageous. Why? Because he was a small child. I'm the last of 4 children on my mother's side, and the oldest daughter and only daughter from my father on my father's side. So I'm like Joseph. I'm like David. Don't play with me. I don't want to play. So this ain't just about no fight, brother. I want you to, I wish you well. I want great success for you. I wish that upon you, and many doors open for you. So I bless you with that. And I say, Baraka thought of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is bigger than me. This is bigger than us. And this fight that's about to happen, this is not just something that I'm taking lightly. I'm not just taking this lightly. This is not a game. This is not a game. That's why I don't want to talk. Today was my silent day, to tell you the truth. Not talking. Not doing nothing but just sitting there like this with a book with no sound. But I did this because I believe in y'all. And whenever you need me, call me. Whatever you need, I'm there. If you want to talk on a different subject, whatever you want to talk about. If I feel it's righteous, you know what I'm saying? I'll talk to you. I'll be on your platform. I really appreciate you for even give you are Miss Londa, Queens Talk the CEO of Queens Talk TV, and your show as well, Rod, for giving me an opportunity to speak. But I don't want to talk. You know what I'm saying? That I don't wake up in the morning just automatically talking.
I don't think nobody wakes up automatically in the morning just talking.
Yeah,
it takes the time to get them thoughts right to talk. If you live with somebody, you know what I mean. But I appreciate your time. Let the people know where they can tap in with your music, your socials, and stuff like that.
Okay, thank you. You can find me on Facebook at Just Chaavi at JUSTCHAAVI, and then you can find me on TikTok at Just Chaavi at Just Chaavi, like JUSTCHAAVI, and as well as on Instagram. Soon I'll have a website up. I'm working on it as of now. So you can buy my merchandise, my music, and things like that. My music's on all digital platforms. Yeah. So I digress. I really appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you coming on and giving me your time, and best of luck whenever that fight happens, and we keep on, preaching what you feel is right. Some people don't got the confidence to do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And this has been another episode of Rod Uncensored. We tap in whatever we got going on, and I'm out.
All right, man. See you later.
See you later.